ARMY, hold your breath. This photo may seem simple, but it could be the first sign of one of the biggest moments of 2025. Jungkook, BTS's golden magne, has been spotted in a recording studio, and the K-pop world is currently on the verge of an explosion of curiosity. In the past few hours, the Korean and international entertainment worlds have been in an uproar over an unexpected post. Amidst the hustle and bustle of K-pop news and the busy schedules of idols, a seemingly simple photo has become the source of an extraordinary uproar. The photo shows BTS's Jungkook, complete with a black beanie, studio headphones, and his signature peace sign pose, sitting in front of a professional microphone in a recording room. At first glance, this might seem like a casual photo, but for ARMY, known for their keen eye for detail, this is anything but ordinary. The room's distinctive setting, warm lighting, and sophisticated-looking audio equipment make them believe Jungkook is in the midst of a serious creative process. Is this the start of a solo comeback? That's the question that immediately resonated in the minds of millions of fans worldwide. As soon as this photo circulated on social media, ARMY sprang to action. They compared the color of the studio walls to old photos shared by HYB staff, trying to find similarities. Some swore that the microphone used was the exact same one seen in the behind-the-scenes footage of last year's Golden album recording. Furthermore, some fans known for their detective work in the fandom began examining the image's metadata, trying to determine when the photo was taken. Although some of the data has been deleted to maintain confidentiality, fans still found suspicious things, including rumors that the photo was taken in early August 2025, just before Jungkook suddenly disappeared from the public eye for several days. As we know, BTS is currently in a major transitional phase. Some members are currently serving in the military, while others are focusing on individual projects. Jungkook himself has not yet begun his service, and since his solo debut with Golden last year, he has become one of the most successful Korean solo artists globally. His singles, such as 7 and Standing Next to You, have broken records on various international charts. So, if this is indeed a sign of a solo comeback, then expectations for his new project are sky-high. Jungkook isn't just an idol, he's now a global superstar with tremendous influence in the global music industry. This photo wasn't the only thing that convinced fans. In recent weeks, there have been several small signs that now seem relevant. Mysterious playlist post. Jungkook posted a screenshot of his personal Spotify playlist filled with the latest R&B and EDM songs. Fans assumed this was musical inspiration he would use in his upcoming project. Silent movement on social media. Jungkook has rarely posted new content in recent weeks. For ARMY, this is often a sign that he's focused on something. Leaks from an international producer. Renowned American producer mentioned in an interview that he was working on music for one of the biggest K-pop artists in the world without naming them. Fans believe this refers to Jungkook. On Twitter, X, and Weverse, the discussion has split into two camps. New album. They believe Jungkook is preparing a second full-length album with a more mature and personal concept. The genres will likely be more diverse, from pop, R&B, to EDM, with lyrics that chronicle his life's journey over the past year. Global collaboration camp. Some are also speculating that Jungkook will shake things up again with an international collaboration. Names like The Weeknd, Dua Lipa, and Bruno Mars have been mentioned as potential candidates. In just a matter of hours, hashtags like #Jungkook in studio, #JKisComing, and #Golden Magne is back have dominated global trending topics. Fans are creating fan art, video edits, and even lengthy theories exploring the possible concept of this new music. Most are enthusiastic, but some are also emotional, considering Jungkook may be releasing his last music before enlisting in the military. Some Korean music observers believe that if this is indeed a comeback, the timing is perfect. With several BTS members currently serving in the military, releasing a solo project could be an effective way to keep BTS's name dominating the global stage. Furthermore, Jungkook's fanbase is vast and loyal, making every its release is always a big event in the music industry. After this photo of Jungkook in the studio went viral, ARMY's attention was drawn not only to him, but also to the atmosphere behind the studio door, hidden from view. Many fans wondered what was actually going on in the room when this photo was taken. Was Jungkook in the middle of an intense recording session? Had he just recorded an emotional high note? Or was he trying out harmonies for a secret collaboration song? Some fans, known as detective armies, began dissecting the equipment seen in the photo. The microphone Jungkook was using was said to be a high-end condenser mic, typically used by international singers to produce the best vocal quality. This fueled speculation that this wasn't a small-scale project, but something that would be released globally. Interestingly, this post appeared shortly after HYB released a brief statement about BTS's future plans during their military service. The statement emphasized that BTS would continue to be present in various forms, whether through solo projects, special content, or the release of pre-recorded songs. In other words, this wasn't a coincidence. The photo of Jungkook in the studio could very well be part of a larger plan. In fact, if we look at the release patterns of BTS and its member songs, there's a tendency for moments like this to be deliberately leaked little by little to pique public curiosity. HYB is known for its adeptness at creating a wave of anticipation that ultimately peaks on release day. Some time ago, one of Jungkook's hair stylists accidentally liked a fan art post depicting Jungkook with a retro pop visual concept. While this may seem trivial, in the K-pop world, small details like this often serve as subtle signals. Furthermore, a composer who previously worked on the Golden album posted an Instagram story with a short caption, "Back to work with my favorite voice," without naming him. Fans believe the favorite voice in question is Jungkook. Right now, the atmosphere in the fandom feels like the prelude to a major storm. Everyone is waiting, monitoring, and preparing for a surprise that is believed to change the international music landscape yet again. There's a sense of longing, pride, and nervousness, especially if this really is Jungkook's last work before his military enlistment. Hashtags related to him continue to trend, even starting to spread to mainstream media. Several international news portals have already written articles highlighting Jungkook in the studio. This indicates that even a single photo can be enough to shake up the music industry. If this is indeed a step toward a new album or single, then we'll likely see Jungkook expand his musical reach. Fans are hoping he'll experiment with genres he's never touched before, perhaps synthwave, neo-soul, or even alternative pop. Whatever it takes, it's clear that this project will be a crucial part of BTS's larger narrative, especially during their current transition. And as always, Jungkook never does anything half-heartedly. Each of his releases is meticulously planned, with the goal of captivating listeners from all over the world. Top K-pop fans will be hunting for every detail, every clue, and every signal. Because in the world of K-pop, a single photo in the studio could be the beginning of a new chapter. And if that chapter starts with Jungkook, be prepared, because the waves will be felt worldwide.